there, friends, and welcome back. It's that time again. Time to remodel an architect home. Alyssa over at Sims Therapy picked this house for me, house number 8, for, we'll say, late May 2020. So I looked at this house already. I have not done the remodel yet. I have looked at it though, and it's not that I think the house is bad or anything like that. I'm really worried about the shape of the house. Since I haven't done it yet, I'm still worried about what I'm going to do about the shape of it. I think they put some very nice items in the house, and I don't think they meant for it to be a regular residence, if that makes sense. So when I say I'm kind of concerned about what I'm going to do with it, you have to realize I'm not insulting the house at all. It's just that someone else's creative mind is a lot different than my creative mind. So when I'm trying to get creative and get my thoughts together on a remodel, particularly if it's an architect home, sometimes I get a little bit concerned. Well, this time I'm a little more than a little concerned. It's just that I'm not used to homes that have this kind of shape. So in order for it to please my eye and what I like, I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm kind of experimenting here with roofs just to see if this type of roof might work for it, and it just doesn't. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to use a regular type roof, and I'm just going through and seeing what color maybe would look better. If you've been with my channel, you know that a lot of times with these remodels, I try to look at the exterior first to get an idea of what I might want to go with as far as a theme for the home. And also, if you're new, I wanted to remind you these can be a little bit difficult for me because I have my own rules that I don't change the walls. Sometimes I'll take off a top level if it's a really tall house, or I'll take the basement out. But I work with the floor plan and the structure that's there, so I don't change any of the interior walls or the shape of the house or anything like that. So I'm just not used to remodeling this shape of home, and I guess when I come back you will see what I've done with house number 8. So I'm back, and it's literally 2 days later. Remember, no walls changed. This is the before and this is the after. It looks like a totally different home. Again, I did not change anything that was already there, but I did add a few things, and I had to do that because I had to throw off the shape of the house that was already there. Remember, it looked like this. It was kind of a U shape. Look what I did with it. I just left the balcony that was there, extended some balconies around the interior there, as you see on the left and right, and inserted a garage there in the middle. And that made it have sort of a covered patio area underneath that fountain. You can see here I've also added a little guest cottage in the back with a walkway, a bridge over the pool that goes over to the guest house. So it looks completely like a different house on the exterior for the most part. Is it a house that I would still shape this way? No. But what I did was I made the best of what was there. And remember, I'm not saying anything bad about the person who designed it or what they came up with. This was just, again, not the kind of shape of house that I'm used to. Here it is at night. I really do like the house. I'll just tell you that. I was not excited at all about this remodel, but once I got into it and figured out what I wanted to do with this area, I had a lot of fun decorating this house. It's not my normal style inside. Some of it is, but for the most part it's not. It's kind of neutral toned inside, and you'll see that when we go in, but it's beautiful. I really love it. I love how it looks at night. You see there's some ivy back there growing on the little guest cottage. That's her out there in the back, who now lives at the house. And there's the night view of the L-shaped pool with the bridge over top connecting the main house to the guest house. So that's what it looks like at night. Let's go back to daytime, and I'm going to take you on a tour of what the inside looks like now. I really can't believe that this is the same house with no walls changed, but I did my best. I made the best of what was here. And this is the entryway here. I put those older Japanese lights out by the doorway. So this little room here I actually just turned into sort of a passageway into different parts of the house. So you can immediately go out to where you saw that garage, and there's a patio that you'll see here in a minute, or you can turn right and you can go into this living room. And there is a lot of white in this house with a lot of little pops of color, lots of light woods, some dark woods, but this living room kind of spells out the color theme for most of the house. I think it's nice and comfortable, but it's bright. And I really like how this turned out. Remember, it was already a small room. This is probably one of the biggest rooms in the house, at least that could be used for the living room, and I made the best use of the space that I could. So turning left from the front entryway, you come into this little room. I've turned it into like an extension of the entryway and into a reading area. So you have a bookshelf over here, lots of archways. One of my concerns that you'll see here in just a second is that they had a restroom over here where that doorway is on the right, and then they had 3 restroom stalls. And I wasn't really sure what to do with those 3 little toilet stalls. So for the first one, I put an archway here in the entryway and turned that into just a coat closet. So you have coat rack and one of those little cabinets in there. Then over here on the left, you will see through the door, this is where they had the main part of the bathroom. So I used that as the downstairs half bath. So remember they had the bathroom stalls connected to this room. So I just made that the half bath. One of the stalls, as you saw, the coat closet. Then you come through here to the kitchen. I really love this kitchen. I wanted it an open galley style, and it really opens it up by putting those windows there that look out into the area that has the patio and garage that I inserted in the middle of the big U shape. So you have the stove side over there, you have some nice things on the wall over here that are useful, and then backed up to the stairs, I've put the sink and refrigerator and coffee area with a little trash can there. So now you'll see what I've done with the other 2 bathroom stalls. The first one that's on the opposite end, I've used as a little room to put the wine fridge. Then you go through that little doorway to the middle, what used to be the middle bathroom stall, and you have your little laundry area. So that works out perfectly. I think that was a really good use of those 3 little toilet stalls if you're taking a commercial-like build and turning it into a residential home. So that turned out really, really well, I think. And please ignore the background noise. Again, this is during the whole COVID thing. Everybody's here, and I wanted to go ahead and just do this video anyway, so bear with me, please. This is the little dining room. I think this looks really cute. I took one of the new little tables and then put some of the Desert Oasis chairs around it. I think they match really well. And then you have that wine and coffee bar over there in the corner and just a plant, and it has an exit to that pool area outside. And you'll notice all of the white stucco walls. I did that throughout the house. Again, I wanted it to be nice and bright because it is a house that has a lot of closed-in rooms. I thought the bright white would really open up all of the spaces. So out here in between the garage that I inserted and the actual house that was here, I've put in another dining area. This is an outdoor dining area, and it is covered up by that balcony above. So you can get to that by going through the entryway here. Then you come around here to the other side of it, and I've inserted into what just used to be kind of like a little skinny room. I'm not really sure what they had in there now. I've made that into a beautiful little flower garden, and then there's what the garage looks like there. I've given her the red sports car, and there's the exterior of the garage. And then you're going to come over here around the corridor outside, and you're going to come into what I'm going to call the master bedroom. So yes, it's separate from the house, but that's okay. I had to work with what was here, and the adjoining rooms that you would have had to have gone through had to be bathrooms. So I went ahead and gave this an exterior entrance. I really like this bedroom. It's very neutral, again, just like the rest of the house, but it's bright. The colors go well together, and I think it looks really elegant. So I wanted it to have its own ensuite because it is the master. We do have that half bath up front for anyone else who's on the first floor. So she has her own vanity area here, and then on the other side of it, she has her tub and toilet area, all looking out onto the pool area. So that is the first floor of the main house that was already here, also including the garage that I inserted, but we will take a tour of the little guest house when I finish the main house. So that's what the layout looks like now. Of course, the layout's the same floor plan wise, but it definitely looks different now because of all of the different ways I use the rooms and the decor. So this area here, I decided to open it up just as use for a stairway. So it's kind of like a stairway in a breezeway. So let me pop the walls up here and you can see what I've done. I didn't want to waste the space and make it just an open porch because I have another area for that. So I wanted it to be used for the staircase and as a breezeway. You come into one of the first bedrooms upstairs. I've turned that into sort of like a teenage or maybe a preteen room. But again, with the bedrooms, you can make them for any sim that you want to. I just wanted to use one of the new bunk beds again because I think they're really nice. So that's why I made it into a teenage or preteen room. And I'm sure you also saw the door over there. That leads into a bathroom that also adjoins with the next bedroom that we'll see here in just a second. So what I did with this area, I turned it into a bathroom here with two opposing single vanities. And then there was a little space already up front, kind of like an alcove. I turned that into a linen closet and sort of dirty clothes area. And then on the other side over there, you have your toilet paper holder, and a shower. So it's a nice 3-piece bath. Actually 4-piece if you count the 2 separate vanities. It just doesn't have a tub. I did put a tub downstairs. This is the second bedroom upstairs, the third bedroom in the house. And again, I just wanted to decorate it really pretty. It could be any type of bedroom that you'd want. This is more like maybe the grandmother's room that comes to visit or some sort of a guest room. And I continued the fireplace upstairs, the same one that I used downstairs for it just to be more continuous. So that's the front part there decorated. You saw the fountain that I put up there as well. Over here in the back corner of the main house, I've also put another bedroom, which again, it could be a nursery, it could be anything you wanted to, but I wanted to use these colors throughout the house, so I chose this set for this room. It also has its own fireplace there. I used the dark wood villa nightstands and dresser with that new bed, and I think they match beautifully. So one more room here, I believe, of the main house that I've decorated. This is more like a covered porch area. You could just put furniture here or whatever you wanted, but I thought, why not make it like a game room where you could play pool? So I put the pool table in there, a nice place to sit, and a TV as well. And you can see you can just walk right around the balcony there. It's nice and open for anyone to play in there. And then you have the balcony here / bridge that goes over to the guest house and goes over top of the L-shaped pool below. I think that looks really, really nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like from the outside back here. I think it looks really pretty back here too. So let's go to the first level and I'll take you on a tour of this little guest house. Over here is a patio. We'll turn that heat lamp on there. I put the pizza oven out there, which I kind of pretend is just a really cool looking fireplace. And remember, it's a guest house, or it could be a teenage apartment or a college person's apartment, whatever. I made the dining area over here in the corner. I used one of the older tables there with some of the newer chairs. We have the coffee shop love seats over here with a new fireplace for the sitting area. There's a bookshelf over by the staircase, and then lining the staircase, I've put in a small little kitchenette. So that's the first level of the guest house. And then I've built up here where you come upstairs a bedroom. Remember, just the nice bright colors here popping out from the white decor, the white walls, some gold here and there. Very beautiful. And then that way the person who lives here can also walk across and go into the game room. Over here behind the archway, I've built just a little closet area. And then over here is their own bathroom. Very small, but again, it's a small house. Now, this little guest house, if you're not going to remodel this architect home and you just want the plan for it, I am going to have the grid at the end of this. This would make an excellent little tiny house. And you could even build 2 or 3 of these on one lot and have quite a cute little tiny house community if you wanted to. So that is what architect home number 8 looks like now. I cannot say how surprised I am at how much I enjoy doing this remodel, considering I really did dread it. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all, not because it was a bad house, again, because it was just going to be more of a challenge for me than most houses would be just because of the shape of it. I really love this little outdoor area here. I love all the decor. I like actually how some of the rooms are exterior rooms, how you have to go to the outside to get in. That's kind of unique. So it allowed me to do that, this floor plan did. And I just overall really enjoyed the remodel. I don't normally do the grids on remodels, but I am going to go through that with you here in just a second. I don't normally do that because they aren't really my designs, but since I did add that garage in and also the tiny house on the back, I figured I would go ahead and go through the grid with you on this one just for those reasons. But yeah, I really do like this house now. I like how it looks. And you know, it would be really useful for maybe an extended family, maybe where you have like grandparents, a mom, and some kids, because then they would have some privacy. So if you want to do the remodel and buy the house, think of it that way. And you do get some pretty good items in the original form of the house. So that's a good thing too. Otherwise, if you want to recreate it, you can just take a look at this floor plan here. You see where I put the garage there, and you can build it yourself probably for a lot cheaper than they're charging in the game. So that's a second option for you as well. What I personally know, even though I like the outcome, this is just not, like I said, a shape of house that I would build. But I do really, as I said before, like it now. So there's the garage there, and then this is what the pool area looks like back here. And then here is the area added on for the little tiny house or guest cottage. You have your main room there, and then you have your bedroom and your closet and bathroom in the back. So Alyssa, thank you so much for assigning me this house. At first I frowned at you because of the shape and I was worried about it. And then I was really happy about it. Once I got going on it and figured out what I wanted to do with it, I really had a lot of fun remodeling this house. And if you enjoyed the remodel and the whole process, the design and the new look of it, let me know by leaving me that like or comment. I really, really appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.